1 minute to the start of this final heat.
Terry Troxel, I don't understand. He's in lane 1, which means he has the shortest distance to get to the start line, but he's up there the earliest. If he gets up there too early, he's going to have to be very slow to not jump the gun. I think Terry is making a huge mistake right now.
He is well up there. 43 seconds to the start, and he's about to head into turn 2. The Budweiser, the Elam, and the MCOR trail. You know, we've really got 2 races in a race, Chip. We've got the battle of the ocean liners, the trailer boats, the Trend West and the Bellows Pizza. That'll be 5 seconds off the pace. They're up with a full rooster tail with the Bellows on the inside of the Trend West. But here is your front line. We will set them up 20 seconds to the start of this final heat. On the inside is Troxel. The rest of the field catching up to him now. In lane 2 is the MCOR and Mike Weber. Lane 3 is the Elam Plus and Nate Brown. And lane 4, last week's winner in Evansville, is Dave Billwalk and the Budweiser. We're 6 seconds to start. The Budweiser catches a lot of air as they come to the start. Troxel will lead them to the line. It looks like a legal clean start. Terry Troxel, lane 1 is your leader. Budweiser in 4th. Into the eye in the sky, the bright green Troxilla. Terry Troxel, lane 1, hit the start first, and he's trying for a Tri-Cities repeat as he is into the turn first. Comes out of the exit pin of turn 1. He's hitting a lot of rough water and slowing down. Boats are on the outside of him. In lane 2 is the MCOR. Lane 3 is the Elam, and the Budweiser in lane 4. They are still in that order with the Budweiser running 4th. Troxel is out by a rooster tail, Chip.
Dave Billwalk's start line luck just ran out when he needed it the most in the final heat. Terry Troxel was the first one, clearly the first one across the line. It looks like the Elam is moving into second.
Elam is battling on the outside, trying to get around the MCOR, but it is Terry Troxel again. He's to the buoy line first in lane 1, and he leads. And his only unlimited victory of his career was a similar situation in Tri-Cities where he shocked the field. He leads them. The Budweiser is way wide. The Elam is wide. The MCOR battling in lane 2, and now the MCOR moves to lane 1. Mike Weber makes a strategic decision to the inside to try to get inside of Troxel, who will come down and complete lap number 1 with the lead. The Elam and the Budweiser are both very light. Troxel completes lap number 1 with the lead. The Elam is up to second place. MCOR's back to 4th. Budweiser in 3rd, and Elam going after him to the O'Doul's eye in the sky. It's still Terry Troxel bouncing through that lower turn, turn 1, and still holding it on the buoy line with the lead. But the Elam is coming up to challenge on the outside, and the Budweiser is battling in there, and we nearly have a mess. But it is Troxel first, Elam second, the Budweiser third, and Billwalk has come to an inside lane, and we've got a 5-lap final. Lots of time ahead of us, Jim.
I tell you, Nate Brown has still got a lot of boat under him. I didn't think that Terry Troxel got off the corner very good, and I think that Nate Brown made up a little ground. Terry, he cannot make a mistake. He can't bobble. If he hits a hole, if he gets the boat a little too tight, Nate Brown's going to go around him. He's got to drive 3 perfect laps now to make this stick.
It is Troxel. The Budweiser has gone to the inside lane. Budweiser's now inside of Elam, but running 3rd place, and it's very choppy water back there. Troxel is still your leader, and Terry Troxel, the junkyard dog is what you call him, Chip. He completes lap number 2 of this Budweiser Madison regatta, still with the lead. About a rooster tail lead over the Elam, still getting chased, and Nate Brown is very light. The Budweiser is loose and in 3rd place to the O'Doul's eye in the sky again. Troxel hangs it on the buoy line again. He's getting great turns. He looks like he's babying it through there, Chip, with Elam coming with lots of speed on the outside, but Troxel still holding him off. It's very close. Half a rooster tail.
Terry Troxel lost a little ground because he hit some rough water, and it looks like to me that Nate Brown made up about half the ground he needed to. He's made up a lot of ground, and there's still a long way to go here, Trent.
We are halfway through this final heat, up to turn number 2 of lap 3. Can Terry Troxel hold off Nate Brown for 2.5 more laps? It remains to be seen. Troxel on the buoy line again. The Elam comes in wide with a lot of boat speed and shows some bow out of the turn. They hit the exit pin, even up. It's Troxel on the inside, Elam on the outside. The Budweiser well back. 2 rooster tails got into some choppy water. They will come down nearly identical. The Elam and Nate Brown driving for his life on the outside. He may lead. He's going to lead at the end of lap 3 in a great race. It is the Elam on the outside with boat speed.
Lane 1 was not a good lane for Terry Troxel in that second lap. He got in there about halfway through the corner, and he started hitting some rough water. It slowed his boat speed way down. That enabled Nate Brown to carry his boat speed and now put him comfortably in the lead, unless Terry can find a short distance way around.
Very difficult to make up that room, isn't it, Chip? Troxel's had such a rough ride in lane 1, and he held it for 2 5/6 of a lap, but lost it in turn 2 of lap 3. Nate Brown now by a rooster tail on the outside. He has the overlap. He can go anywhere he wants on the course. I take it you would keep it on the outside lanes where it's not so rough.
I think what Nate Brown has to do do now is run the boat where the boat likes it best, whether that's inside or outside. He just has to let the boat go where it feels the best. This is a cruel sport. Dave Bilwak makes great starts all day, but has trouble in the final. Nate Brown can't find the start line, does nothing but make mistakes for 2 weeks. Now he's leading with a very short distance to go to win this thing.
This crowd is buzzing. Nate Brown will come down. He will have one more lap to go. He is loose. He gets the white flag, a lap to go. He's got a rooster tail lead on Troxel. He's still running out in about lane 3, middle of the race course, Chip. Troxel comes by in second place. The Budweiser is well back, and Bilwak made that gutsy move to try to get the inside, but it did not pay off. It's the rough water. He lost a lot of speed. It's the Elam through the lower turn. The Budweiser compressor stalling across the start-finish line to complete lap 4. Elam, half a lap to go.
What really killed it for Dave Bilwak and the Budweiser was the start. The thing that made him a winner last week was the thing that made him a loser this week. He just wasn't able to get to the line right when he needed it. It looks to me like Mark Tate's going dead in the water right about the start-finish line.
Mark Tate appears to have a problem with the some part of the equipment. It looks like the canopy is open on the Trend West, but here is your leader, and what would be your apparent winner is the Elam Plus with Nate Brown through turn 2, corners 3 and 4. He's off the exit buoy. He's got the distance on Terry Troxel. A great come-from-behind victory after a 3-lap knockdown drag-out battle, and the Elam Plus and the Elstrom family that worked so hard in Evansville and came up empty, though top qualifier again here in Madison from lane 3. They win the 2002 Budweiser Madison Regatta. Terry Troxel comes across in the Troxilla, the U99 Fred Leland's boat, for second place. Dead right at the start-finish line is the Trend West and Mark Tate. The Budweiser will come by and finish third place for Dave Bilwak. And then it'll be fourth place will be the M-Corps for this 2002 race. Chip, great boat race.
You know, you go from the cellar to the penthouse, and the penthouse back to the cellar. Nate Brown for 2 weeks couldn't find any luck. He comes up with a great drive to win this final heat. Dave Bilwak, who could do nothing wrong until this final heat, and just couldn't get there in time. And then he was outside in rough water, and you're just not going to win from out there with boats that are this closely mapped.
We'll go to the dock. We'll pick up the winners and the non-winners after this.
Hey, you too, old man. Way to go, Nader. Hell of a drive, man. Hey, we're underwater.
Nate, we are underwater. What a comeback day for you. Wow. Starts jumping the gun. 3 straight wins thereafter. What a final heat. Welcome back to Victory Lane.
Well, thank you so much. It's just it's a great feeling, you know. I mean, to win again, you know, it's my third career race win. But, you know, I got to thank one person. I know he's up there in the booth right now. It's Chip Hanauer. Chip is, he said, Nate, last week is behind you. It's done. Forget about it. And, you know, this morning, I thought of that same quote he told me. Nate, it's done. Forget about it. So I'm just really happy the guys here on the Elstrom crew and 5 Axis Industries was able to give me a rocket ship here. And I know Dave pedaled as hard as he could, but I got him. What do you know?
Yeah, you appeared to rub off the field and then reel in Troxel. Did you feel you were going to get him eventually in this 5-lapper?
You know, I don't know what it was, but he could pull me down the back stretch, but I could pull him up the front stretch. Or vice versa, I forget. Other way around. But I killed him in the corners. But a couple times he came out of the water, and, you know, whenever you see a whole right side of a boat out of the water, it kind of makes you want to go a little bit wider. But I had a ball, and I'm just really thankful for this wonderful team behind me here that was able to give me a great race boat.
All right. Is the monkey off your back now? You believe Chip's words more and more now?
Yeah, but you know what? He also told me that tomorrow this is over, too. It starts a whole anew, so.
All right. Go celebrate the 52nd run in here in Madison. Nate Brown and the Elam Plus is your winner.
All right. Thanks, guys. Woo!